Sorry for the delay. We are on episode number 74 for you. This is Spicy K,
It's your girl TK.
and we are the ops. We're telling it all. Riding down 65, thinking what's on my mind. Oh, it's Tuesday. It's podcast time. It's podcast time. It's podcast time.
Insubordinate and churlish.
Spicy K in the building, TK in the building. We're the ops. We telling all with a big podcast and not small. We live on Tuesday. Replay is Wednesday's opposite. It's what we're called with the ops. We telling it all. We telling it all. We telling it all. We telling it all. All sides. Yes, episode number 74. We're telling it all because we're the ops. So for episode 74, TK, who are you telling on this week?
Man, I'm telling on Stanley Cups, man. I don't know who wide mouth they made these straws for, but it ain't for me. So I'm gonna have to refrain from using the Stanley Cup because the straw is too much. It's too wide mouthed, and that's not for me. So the makers of the Stanley Cup, you ought to be shamed.
Okay. So for me, for episode 74, I'm actually going to tell on my, basically like my neighbors. So I mind my own business 95% of the time, 97 most of the time. However, with that being said, people don't realize the kind of door I have and the fact that I have a like a two-sided screen on my door. So I can look out and see things, but people can't see me. So the other day, one of my neighbors basically let their dog use the bathroom at my patio. And I heard him, went to the door and said, "Hey, I hope you're planning on cleaning that up." And I made mention in it in the Facebook group, and she said that she was gonna, be okay with, she apologized, da da da, all of this stuff. So fast forward to trash day, where I normally do not check my alarm. I mean, check my camera, only to see whether or not they have taken my trash, so I can go get my trash can back. As I'm looking at this, I see that this same neighbor and these same dogs, well, the same dogs, um, they're out there letting their dog do whatever in my yard. And then they turn back around. I was like, you, based on where they live at, they only went maybe 100 yards at best. Let the dogs do whatever and then go back. And so I obviously, being the, you know, great neighbor that I am, I posted the information on the Facebook group, and they were like, people were like, "Oh my goodness, why would you post that? That's kind of rude." It's
Mhm.
rude to let your dogs do whatever in my yard too. That is exceptionally rude. So it's like a, there were some people on my side, people not on my side. I didn't really care because I'm not gonna argue with nobody. I said what I said, and that's all I'm gonna say. And so one of the guys keeps like, anytime someone is making a post lately, he's been making references to it, and I'm like, you the main person that shut down your comments when people say something to you, so you may need to leave me alone. But again, I'm not trying to cause any problems or anything, and I just ignore people because I'm not about to argue with people on social media. When people probably, when this is the neighborhood page, so you probably know my address or close enough to it. I don't have time for that. But anyway, that is who I'm telling on this week for episode 74.
Is that what happens when you snitch on people?
I didn't snitch on anybody. They literally violated my yard.
So you didn't say that they did that.
They violated my yard. They let your pets
Mm.
violate my yard.
So that's not snitching.
No.
Oh. Violate
It's
your yard. Your yard is
if
3 feet wide.
if I don't care, I don't care. If someone does something to you and you rectify the situation or address the situation, how is that snitching?
How did you rectify it though?
No, I'm just saying I just let them know, and they
That
got
that
like,
that rect, but that rectified. That fixed the whole situation because she came
mhm,
back and picked it up, right?
people know people know better. They was like, oh my goodness, it was only pee. I don't really care. Just stop it
It was
because you
only
literally.
pee.
That's what they said. That's what somebody said. I don't remember if it was even the person that is the owner of the
It
place.
wasn't even poop, and you acting
I
like
don't.
this.
I don't know. I don't know because don't. I don't go out my front door. I go out the garage. I don't know. But yep. But I did, and I don't care.
I know.
But they're
That's
annoying
that's the sad part.
because, and then like tonight,
But you went on there
some
and thought somebody was gonna be on your side, though, right?
no people were on my side. I didn't care. No, I didn't. It wasn't for me to. Let me just make this clear. I didn't care whether or not anybody was on my side. I stand 10 toes down for my principles. So I don't care if nobody was on my side or not.
What was
I'm
your
just saying that
desired outcome of telling on the neighborhood group? What did you want?
because a couple years ago, it was really really bad in my front yard. Like poop was everywhere. Like if I had a guest that come over and you know my driveway, if somebody came and got out of my driveway and got like they were gonna be in the poop.
Yep.
Like it was that bad, and I just don't. I want to make sure that nip it in the bud that it doesn't happen again. I mostly did it to let people know, like I got you on camera if you decide to let your dog poop in my yard,
So if
and
she
I will
does
tell
in
the
fact come
HOA.
back and let the dog pee in
I
your
would
or
tell the
pee or
HOA.
poop,
Like if they poop in my yard for real, I would tell the HOA. And
I
because I
know.
tell the HOA stuff anyway, I send them videos and pictures before. I don't care.
But if somebody did something to you because of that, you would be mad at them, huh?
Yeah, because why are you like? Why would they do something to me? They were in the wrong. If I was in the wrong and I did something, then
Mm.
they have every right
And somebody
to.
told on you, you wouldn't care.
No, because I shouldn't do it.
Mm.
That's how that works.
Black people.
That's how that works. Anyway, for episode 74, it's cool when they do a problem we do it. Typically a story has to do with a controversial and has to do with an element of race. For episode number 74, we are talking about, I want to say his name correct, Javion Mcgee. I think that's how you say it. Basically, this is a guy that was a truck driver that was found in Henderson, North Carolina. Um, Basically lynched, allegedly lynched, um, in a tree. However, there's some little controversy surrounding whether or not he was lynched or whether or not he was just in the tree or at the tree. So there's a lot of controversy surrounding that. So what do you think about this situation? And can you
Well,
be upright?
excuse you.
I'm just saying, like you're like we can only see like the half of your forehead.
Well, we're having technical difficulties today, as you already know. So it is what it is. Everyone. Um, I was confused about the story until I saw today that he was seen purchasing rope. So I have no more confusion.
That is correct. So, the family spokesperson said that the reason why he had the rope is because, like, he's a truck driver. Sometimes they have to secure their load, and sometimes they do use rope to secure their load. He's
Was
not a truck driver.
the rope around his neck?
The same, I don't know, but that's also could just technically it could be, um, like opportunity. You see the rope, you make it seem like a suicide. I don't know,
And he wasn't really
or
hanging from the tree. He was kind of leaning on it.
yeah, they said he was sitting on it, which furthermore, it's kind of weird that there's rope involved in the allegation that it was possibly lynching, because if he was sitting, or however they say it, slumped down on it, seems to me that the intent was to not necessarily like hang himself then.
Then what was he doing out there by the tree?
I don't know.
Exactly. So there's no explanation for why he was out there. He was on the job. That's the only thing that makes me think that he wasn't intending on killing himself. Who goes to work when they intend to kill themselves? So I don't.
Exactly, with a truck and everything. Left the hotel, went to like where the tree was at, and was later found.
So definitely a suspicious situation, but I don't know. Pray for the young man's family. That's an awful loss, awful situation.
And he was young. He was only like maybe like 22 years old, 21 or 22, very young guy. Um, and there's suspicion surrounding it based on, I think there's the 911 call, and then what they actually found. It doesn't necessarily, not saying that the 911 caller, did anything, but one, there was also some misunderstanding. So based on the phone call, people were thinking that he committed suicide. However, they have stated that suicide, they have not ruled it a suicide. Like, they are still investigating to try to figure out what's going on, and it hasn't been ruled. Like, I think they're basically suspecting foul play, but they haven't quite ruled on anything. But they never, apparently, according to the police, they never said suicide. Spokesperson,
Mm.
apparently, they never said suicide. It was the caller that alluded to the fact that it might be suicide. But like I said, based on the position of the body, um, once it was found, it makes no sense for it to necessarily be a suicide, because he wasn't necessarily hanging. So if he wasn't hanging, I'm not even really sure where the whole lynch part is coming in at, unless
He
obviously,
was more than likely he was strangulated, asphyxiated.
well, and obviously trees can break, branches will, well, the branches can break. So I don't know if that was the case either. So I think
Mm.
it's a lot of unanswered questions that's going on right now. So it's definitely going to be very interesting to figure out exactly what happened, if it's ever, even provided.
Mm. Uh, I hope we hear something soon about this young man.
Yes. Okay, any other thoughts about that particular story?
Yep, waiting to hear more info.
Yes, I don't know what's going on with this.
Mm.
Oh, okay. Huh, the chat. Something I was trying to figure out what was going on with chat. So before we get into our first topic, I do want to bring something up because I put it on Instagram. Oh, I was like, where is Instagram? So I put this on Instagram, um, about, because a lot of people are giving us compliments for the intro song. And so I put it on Instagram, whether or not to bring that up, because I don't always bring up what's on Instagram on our page, but I just wanted to bring that up. So that's that. So the first topic we're going to talk about is Shannon Sharpe. So if you're not familiar with Shannon Sharpe is I think he's a Pro Bowler. I want to say he also is
A
would it be a
champion.
sports commentator or analyst?
He's a
Maybe a
uh,
commentator.
sports Super Bowl champion.
Yeah, but I'm just saying like what he currently does. I know he always obviously has the podcast Club Shay Shay. He also has the podcast with Ocho Cinco, which is Nightcap. And so this past few days ago, apparently he went live on Instagram, and he was apparently having adult um activities um with a person by the name of either Mushell or Nushell. And originally, when the video, well, the sound audio leak, um, someone in his account posted that it wasn't like his account was hacked, da 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 da. He later got on Nightcap and was like, "No, it wasn't hacked. It was an accident. I don't understand
Mm-mm.
how I went live
That's a
and
lie.
all this stuff." But that's what was said. So, what's your take on all of it?
The reason why now this is regardless of what he does now. I don't know what he does now, but get on my nerves. But he is a Super Bowl winning champion tight end with the Denver Broncos, and is a very respected man. Until he decided to go live on IG. Now, the reason why I know he lying about accidentally going on IG is because I attempted to. I actually did go live on IG today, and I had to select the little thing in the top, press that, and then also select my option to either post a picture, a video, or go live.
Oh,
I had to do all of that in order to go live on Instagram. So unless you was doing all that with Michelle right there, you didn't. It wasn't an accident. Now I don't know if she did it on your phone while you was doing all that grunting and all that extra mess you was doing behind uh Shannon. Now you know I love you now for real. Now you know I do. But this was ridiculous. It was embarrassing. Now if you put that on live on purpose, then I'm wondering if you got good sense still in your head. You did get hit a lot. Bless your heart. You held on to that ball though. That boy was bad, boy. Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe was
one of
bad
our
boy.
listeners said that he's considered a sports analyst, and that him and his brother were NFL players. But I think I've never went Instagram live. So I don't obviously know, but everybody has mentioned that there's a lot of steps that's involved in order to go live on
Okay.
Instagram. And this is like, apparently Ocho said, well, at least it was Michelle and not Michael, alluding to the fact that people have said that, like, because of his stylist and things of that nature, that maybe he is not heterosexual, um and that this was just a ploy to be able to, like, remove those kind of allegations from that. What do you think about that?
I don't think that he's gay at all, but he probably
I
did
don't
do
think he
that.
is.
He probably did do that to diffuse the allegations because men do things like that. Let's just say that. I'm not gonna.
Mm.
But yeah. So yeah, I thought the same thing because he did have a purse on and
But
he
a lot of
was
guys have
had his
purses these
hands
days.
on his hips. Yes, and a lot of guys have boyfriends also.
Okay.
So let's just not even go there. But I mean, it's okay. I mean, I don't have a problem. I have several bags, man bags that I carry. It still look like a purse, and when you got it on, it feel like a purse. I still got to hold it up with my shoulder like I used to when I was in church to carry my purse. So it is what it is. I ain't mad at it, Shannon. Do your thing, boo. You already got a girl name. But anyway, um, yeah, I think it was definitely a setup by one of the two parties involved. Nichelle didn't act like she was having the best of times or the worst of times. But it is what it is. He really respected her. Did you hear him get her sugar after the fact? Cause everybody don't get sugar after the fact now.
Whoa.
Now, hey, look, ask yourselves, everybody, do you get sugar after the fact every time? Mm-mm. Michelle must have been nice to him.
Well, I think she was the one that allegedly the person that was in the video, well, audio, said that her name is Michelle apparently, and not Michelle,
Oh,
unless this was a totally different person.
it might have
Because
been.
but then also the thing about it is that when you have these kind of situations, some people be trying to get clout or trying to go viral based on like other people.
Yeah.
So it could have the person that said it could have nothing to do and may have never met him a day in her life, and because of wanting to seize the moment, um
Damn, Michelle, Michelle.
could have easily said it and did it. But I thought it was funny that Ocho was like, well, at least it's not Michael, da da da, and it was just a joke. So nothing was taken seriously. So, and I don't believe he is either. I just think that like a lot of a lot of guys were seriously. I don't think they got boyfriends, but a lot of guys,
Yes, dude.
uh,
Some of them.
yeah, some of them do. But a lot of guys, I think, do have the like man bags these days because they got a lot of stuff to carry. By the time you have a cell phone and some keys and
Thank you.
some
It's
stuff,
it's
you got to
only
put
it
it
only
somewhere.
makes sense. It
Yeah.
only makes sense because my pocket, because the pants done got tighter on folks, so they can't put. Because I know I don't even wear tight pants, and my pockets be full, and it
Mm,
bothers me. I done got to where I wear my keys on the clip on my belt loop because I don't want my keys in my pocket.
mm,
Because you got the wallet, you got any loose
yeah.
cash,
Yeah.
whatever you need, got to go.
Well, yeah,
No,
loose cash should be in the wallet, shouldn't it?
no, I have an AirTag wallet. It barely fits cash in there. I don't
Oh,
understand it. I really don't understand it. It's mostly for cards and
okay.
information. But yeah, I need a. I haven't had a regular wallet in a while. I don't know if I know how to carry one. That would be really a lot in my pocket. Make my
Well, you.
butt look big. Ooh,
Well,
girl.
then, like, also, like, some of
Cakes.
like some guys need, some hand sanitizer, some lotion,
Right.
some
Stuff like that.
chapstick,
You know what I
something,
mean? You need those things, and it's so tough.
maybe
I
some
go through
gum.
a lot of those because I don't carry my bag because it looks like a purse. I don't like purses,
Um,
but I mean I think the women's purses got
well, they
bigger.
have the
The little ones are for the
like they have
men.
the yeah they also have well no, the little ones can be for women as well, but they also have like book bags and stuff like that, like the little smaller book bags that you can keep stuff in, designer book bags.
Nobody wants that.
I'm just saying they're cute.
They want the bag.
Also, I mean, sorry, the belt purses, which is basically like a fancy
Fanny
pack.
pack. That's
Yeah,
all it is. Just gonna
it's a
say what it
fancy
is.
fanny pack.
Fanny pack. And if I see any goddamn body with a fanny pack on, I'm gonna roast you. I'm sorry. That is still the dumbest thing. I mean, it's the smartest, dumbest thing ever. Cause you look goofy as hell with it on. But it definitely was something I had as a child
But I always have
because
a fanny pack. I took it to the fair. I think I took it to the game that we went to. I'm almost positive I probably had a fanny pack
I
on.
know you had one.
It's a clear one. You
I
get away with it. Plus,
I know
the
you
fanny
had a
pack
fanny
is
pack.
easy because you don't have to worry about like having to hold anything. You just put it around your waist,
And
and
then
you can do
you
whatever.
used to wear it on your side and spin it around the front, open up, then
Mm, no.
friend, tell me the truth. This you used to
I,
wear it on the
I'm talking about
side
recently.
and
I don't
spin it
even
around
remember.
on
I
the
don't even
front.
know if I had a fanny pack, to be honest, as a
Yeah,
kid.
she had one. She
Mama,
had
text me and let me know if I had a fanny pack as a kid.
Mama. Tell her she used to spin it around on the front, talking about I got thick hands at the carnival. I know she did. I know it. I
Yeah,
know it.
yeah.
I
It's
know
a
you
lot of
did.
people that have like fanny packs are back in style. Like
Yes,
there's a
and they
lot of
shouldn't
people that are
be.
back. A lot of them that are back in style.
Anyone out there that's wearing one, if I see you, I'm gonna talk about you because that is the dumbest looking thing
Me and my
ever.
friends had one at the Beyonce concert last year because again, you have to
Right.
have a clear. They have all these places have a clear bag policy. So
Yeah.
again, it's much easier to use a fanny pack and your hands are free than to be able to like wear crossbody or anything. Well, crossbody would be fine,
I was gonna
but
say
anything
crossbody,
else,
your hands are free.
yeah, the crossbody would be
Backpack, your
fine as
hands are
well.
free. A clear, I know they
Yeah,
got
but
clear
like, but you
backpacks.
still gotta like But with the fanny pack, like you get to do
You want,
whatever.
yeah. I still say what I said, standing on business. Thank you. Fanny packs are,
They
man.
said they're a great alternative to a crossbody when traveling. Yes, it's literally the best thing because it's right there in the front,
Well, y'all keep on spinning y'all fanny packs around up front and zipping them. That's not something
and
that's for me.
it's less likely for someone to kind of like steal.
Off your butt? No, I think it's more likely to
Because
somebody.
Nick, if you have a crossbody, they can just like um take a knife or something and just cut the crossbody.
They can't nobody. They're gonna stab you in the process, so you dead. It ain't gonna matter if somebody
No,
cut the cross by that. Girl, bye. Y'all ain't got nothing. Mm-mm.
the the the
Y'all can justify
the
the
the straps
the
go
booty
around
bag
you.
all you want to, but the booty bag is not for me.
So you just rather carry. So for the clear bag policy places, where what do you
Yeah,
take?
I don't go to clear bag policy places, or I don't take enough stuff in the clear bag policy place to have a
I'm just
bag.
saying the big three just had a clear bag policy.
I didn't, and I had my phone and my cup with my drink in it. That's all I had, and my hat, and I had no ball either. Still mad, still mad about that bad. But boy, if I ever meet Ice Cube, O'Shea, nigga, you could have gave me a basketball as much money as I paid for that bullshit. He ought to be shamed.
He should. Yes, he should be.
That was damn ridiculous. And you gonna let me sit down there with the folks that got the ball? And okay. Ooh, I think I just got real mad just that fast. You see how that was? My
Mm,
feelings was hurt. See, when my feelings get involved, that's when the fire come. All right, I'm done with that. We can move on.
okay. So which one
Oh
you
my
want to talk
ball.
about first? Want to talk about the whole Diddy situation or Tyreek? Is it Tyreek?
Oh well, Tyreek Hill can be quick because that ain't nothing. That
Okay.
man was speeding somewhere where he shouldn't have been speeding. He got pulled over. Gonna tell the police he didn't want to roll his window down
He did
because
roll
he.
his run down.
But he at first he didn't want to roll his window down because he didn't want nobody to see him getting involved with the police and recognize him already in a sports car. But anyway, so
Wait, can I? Well, hold on. So my mama just texted me, and apparently, and the reason why my mom is texting me is because she doesn't have her link to make comments, her ability to make comments. So apparently, it looks like I had them for field trips or something. I don't know.
yeah,
That's what. Yeah.
I'm sure
So, but okay. So he was apparently speeding. So go ahead.
he got pulled over and got into altercation with what I think is a Hispanic cop. Was it not?
Oh, yeah, I think he is.
Yeah. So I mean, and it turned out it was bad, but your boy, your cop friend, was like, "No, we gonna turn this footage in because I was in the right." No, I
Well,
don't think my
he
boy.
got he got suspended.
Yeah, but he think he in the right though.
Oh
He,
yeah, he
he
definitely think he's in the right. The thing about it is that I saw the video, and did you see the video too?
I haven't seen the video. I just
Okay,
heard audio.
so I saw the video, and he gave them the information he had to do, but he has like a, I guess, a suicide doors ish, but you can still roll down the window. I think it was suicide door. Whatever, bat wings doors. I don't know. I don't know my doors. I don't know my doors. But he has a different kind of door. But he did roll down the window. He did apparently provide them the information. And keep in mind that apparently, from what I gathered, he was not that far from the actual stadium getting
Right,
ready
he was
to
right there in the
swim.
parking lot.
And so as they got his information and I guess went back to the car or whatever, however they do, one of the cops, because, and also keep in mind these were cops that were on motorcycles,
Mm,
um, and they were like, keep your window rolled down, and he was like, no, I could literally roll my window up, like, why are you beating on my door? Because the guy kept on doing like this to the door. And like I said, I think it was like one of those suicide bat wing, whatever, I don't know my doors, but kind of doors. And that's when the police officer decided that he was upset and pulled them out of the car. And then, he's telling them he had surgery on his knee. They still throw him basically down to the ground. He's on while all of this is going on. He's on the phone with I don't know who that person is. He was on the phone with someone telling them what was going on. And
Hmm.
around this time, that's when
Probably
some of
his
the other
lawyer.
no, I don't think it was a lawyer. I
Nah,
think
it's
it's
his
like a
agent.
yeah, agent or something like that. By this time, another player pulls over as well and saying they got Tariq,
Hmm.
they got all of this stuff, and they tried to make them move. And I didn't realize this. They gave that guy a ticket.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
they
he
gave
was
that guy a ticket.
interfering. He was obstructing justice,
Well, it's not
basically.
necessarily interfering because he was in a distance away. Like
He had to get
not
down on the ground too, didn't he?
not necessarily in a distance away, but like he was in front. And a lot of times, and I know this because I just know this, um,
All your
when
mini
the police
arrests.
stop you,
Yeah, right.
I've never been arrested. Knock on wood, and hopefully we will
Don't
never
lie.
be arrested.
You
Um,
never will be.
but um, they were like in front of the car, but at least a car or two in front of it. He gets out. There's another person that's in the passenger side. The driver, who apparently is the one that got a ticket. I don't know his name, but he's a football player too.
Yeah,
Um, and he
his
was,
teammate. I
yeah,
can't think of his name.
I can't think of his name either right now. It's somewhere in this article that I pulled up, but I just can't think of it. Um, but he was basically trying to get the same person that like so Tyreek was like, call whoever. Maybe it was Aaron. I feel like it was Aaron. It may not be Aaron, but he was saying call this person. And that's what the guy was like recording while the other, I think the passenger side guy was basically trying to call the other person. I just think it ended up being a hot mess. Like a whole bunch of things got um is coming out now about that police officer, that he has been like excessive um what they call it, excessive force, has used excessive force so many times in the last couple of years. So I don't think it's looking good for him. I think his rep is trying to say that, not Tyreek rep, but the police officer rep is, trying to get everything like removed and him back, I guess full duty or however you call it. Um, but yeah, I just think it's really, really, really just odd.
Well, he went on. They lost. It's all good.
He plays for the Jaguars, correct? Jaguars,
No,
right?
no.
It wasn't the Jaguars. Miami then? The
Hmm.
Hurricanes? Oh, okay.
Oh my God, no, the Dolphins. Girl, bye.
Oh, so the Hurricanes is the college.
Goodbye.
It's not the college.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm gonna need you to know that.
Hey, I did good knowing his name is Tariq Hill. I did good. Any other thoughts about that?
No, he'll be all right.
Okay, so Diddy got arrested
Mm.
and has been charged with so many things. He's also currently
Why he come back to the United States? Jesus.
they holding him without bond.
Mm-hmm.
So he's
Because
been
he
charged
definitely
with
has the means to
racketeering.
flee,
Yeah, he's been charged with racketeering, sex trafficking, transportation to
kidnapping.
exchange in prostitution. Like
Mm.
I said, he was denied bail. Some of this stemmed from some of the lawsuits that has occurred along with the raid that they did back a few months ago.
Where they found
Um,
1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant.
that sounds like a excessive amount of anything.
Well, I mean, people be ashy, and then
A
sometimes,
thousand?
yeah, baby oil go quick because you use more
I
than
don't
you
use
think you
baby
do.
oil. I've never used
That's
baby
cause
oil.
you rusty.
Mm,
You don't know nothing about it. You know, if you don't use baby oil, you rusty. Everybody that don't use it is rusty.
okay.
I
Okay.
promise you. And I said that, put it in the comments. If you don't use baby oil in some form, whether it be the oil or the gel, you rusty. Somewhere. Your ankles, your toes, your daggone elbows. Watch.
Whoa.
I promise. I promise.
For more. Okay.
Rusty.
Whatever.
Rusty.
Um. But okay. So
Ashy.
Don. So Don sued him, and if you're not familiar with Don, Don is a member, a former member of
We in the
Dirty
club.
Money. I think it was
Oh.
Dirty Money, and she was also a former member of Danny Decane.
We riding slow.
Yes,
We doing
that's the
things
best.
that the girls don't see. Look, I don't have no sympathy for him. This stupid song. Shout out to my homegirl. That was her. That was her song right there, boy. She love her some Diddy. Bless her heart. She going through it. She going through it right now. This her boy, and he just we.
So Don basically, from my understanding, from what I heard,
Mhm.
of course all of this is alleged, that he basically like locked her up in the trunk of the car or something like that, and then she had to literally get her father that lives like a couple of states away to come get her out of the car. The fact that she still stayed is amazing. I do think it's some of the same things that I can acknowledge that about Cassie, even though he wasn't necessarily in a relationship with Don. The fact that like this was their livelihood, her livelihood, like it was for Cassie as well. So I think those things have a contributing factor of what people take, endure. Um, that's just my take on it.
What does that
Uh,
say about that person, though?
well, it I haven't read any. I haven't read, well, obviously I didn't read the whole thing about Cassie either, but it just kind of depends, because until you in those situations, you don't know. It's easy from the outside looking in to say, if this happened to me, I'll do XYZ, but most of the time people have you in such an awkward, weird situation that it's not just easy to come up out of it. In the Cassie situation, like, you literally tell me that if I try to leave you or something like that, then you're gonna do XYZ to me, and then you hear and blow up somebody's car, baby, you got me. Because what am I gonna do?
Well, I feel you on
Like,
that. I guess
so
if
that's,
if your life is threatened, but I mean,
yeah.
if you stand simply for money or clout or anything like that, then I don't have no sympathy for you. But if you're, yeah, because that nigga, like Eminem said,
So I think
police.
that's what I don't think is necessarily about the money. It's more so like this is your whole livelihood. Like, the thing about it is, like, they may not have any, well, they may not feel like they have anywhere to go. They may feel like nobody's going to listen to them, because from my understanding, Diddy did awful things, like very awful things, allegedly, to a lot of people. So, especially like the women.
Yeah.
So, if you're seeing that, like, nobody else, like, even if they're talking about it, they may not be in a point that like anything is happening, because like everybody's scared. Because she even brought up the girl that was in Dirty Money with her. I can't think of the name of the girl right now.
Aubrey.
No, that's Danny DeCane. Dirty Money was the other lady.
I don't know
Like,
none of these people for real. I'm just naming names.
oh, no, Aubrey O'Day was in Danny DeCane, and
Same thing.
she has always spoken out about Diddy and stuff like that.
Why you think?
I think
What's the
it's a girl
difference
named
between
like
her and Dawn?
Carlise, something like that, that was in the group Dirty Money.
What is dirty money? I don't even remember. What is that?
Dirty Money is a group. They had, oh my goodness, what is the name? Let me try to pull this up real quick.
Never mind. Just it ain't
Talk,
even.
talk. I find it real quick.
Oh my gosh, I shouldn't even say nothing because we get what. Oh Lord,
You ain't gonna talk.
talk about what?
Talk about the case. Why I'm looking this up information
Oh
up.
no, because Day 26 is not even important.
It's
You
Kalina.
could.
Kalina. I'm sorry. Kalena. So apparently it was her, Diddy, and well, Sean Combs. That's what he was going by at the time. And
Puffy.
Don, they were the ones that were in the group.
He was still Puffy then.
They had a song called like Love Come Down or something. I don't I Last Train to Paris. That's the song that I do remember. No, last Train to Paris is the album.
Okay,
I think that was
maybe
the
that
only
was the
one.
song.
I literally think that was the only one. But she kept on mentioning the lady in the video, I mean in the lawsuit. And so she posted that, like, her experience was different and da 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 da. She hoped, she's able to find justice, but because apparently Don listed her in the report like over 30 times or something, like within
Mm.
the lawsuit, that saying that like she saw this or she witnessed it or she experienced some of the same things.
You
Now,
can't make everybody talk now.
what's interesting is the fact that they're alleging that he called her over 50 times in one day to talk to her until she basically put out that statement, the Kalina lady, whatever. So this is all part of like his indictment or whatever, and the reason why he's actually currently being held without bond, because they're saying basically that they accusing him of witness tampering, basically.
I will say this: the feds done went after this nigga. Now they know exactly who he is, and how powerful he is, and everything. And guess what they said? They don't give a damn. He should have stayed where he was. He was over there with Russell Simmons. Russell Simmons ain't coming back to the United States to face charges that he got. So he's I
I
don't know
don't
what.
think he has charges.
Oh, he definitely has
He has
allegations
allegations, but I don't think he has any charges.
that will be pressed when he get here. You can't press the charges till you fight till you hand him the papers saying here go your charges or you arrest them. One of the two. He said he ain't coming back to the United States. I don't
I
know what
think
it is with these men grooming these young people like that, doing stupid shit with young people.
Yeah,
Like
because they
what's
said that Kamari, whatever her name is,
Kamara?
Kamora, they said that she was underage when they got
Yeah,
together.
but I think she alright with it. She don't care.
So
She ain't
it's
trying. Hmm.
she has kind of said something in the past or alluded to like things in the past, like the recent past or whatever.
She got
Now I think now since her girls are grown,
and dating old men.
they said it was a joke.
Was it?
That's what the girl said. The whichever daughter there was
Uh,
said it wasn't really true and they weren't really in a relationship. They were just, I
Fucking
guess,
with the media.
I guess, yeah.
I would do that if I was famous.
Now, see,
I would.
this is something that I read, and I don't know what it is, and I don't know, like, if somebody can help me out and let me know what this could possibly be. They said they found bags of pink powder
Mm-hmm.
in Sean Combs. What
Probably
was pink?
laxative. You know that men be taking laxative to clean they men stuff out.
Oh, I was like laxatives,
Yeah,
laxative pink. They got pink ones. The only thing I know is X laxative. This is like chocolate. That's why I be getting people.
you made that mistake as a kid, then.
No,
Oh yeah, you did.
no. Why would
I
I?
remember I seen my Baba had something in some aluminum foil in the medicine cabinet. I looked and I'm like, what is that? And I looked, I ain't eat it though, cause ain't no need for the can to be up there, cause the can was in the kitchen. I
Whoa.
ain't fuck with it, but I knew I had to take some one time. but I knew what it was.
They're saying that it might be ecstasy that's in there. That well, they didn't
Okay,
test it, but the previous test of similar items and it was ecstasy. So
X
that's
lax. Okay,
no, the pink powder, not the X-Lax, not the X-Lax. Now someone did bring up the fact they were saying that like because he was in the same, I guess, jail or whatever as Epstein or anybody, or they concerned about like him not making it, and the I guess the person, sheriff, person at the jail, whoever that has this authority, mentioned that um what did they say? Something like they take the safety of all their inmates serious or something like that. Because people feel like, because a lot of people feel like he's, again, that he's one of those people that is not gonna want to be in jail.
Mhm.
Now,
I don't
don't get
think.
me wrong, like you can't say some people don't like jail because clearly some of them like jail because they go back an awful lot for dumb stuff. But
I
I,
don't even want to get started on that. I was about to roast you, but no, I ain't gonna get started on that.
no, I'm just saying, people can,
Recidivism is real, but go ahead.
but no, some of them do just, yeah. Um, so I don't, and plus also something that he's, I think apparently said, I can't remember what it was now, but something that he said made it seem like it was gonna be like really weird situation. This is the thing. I People are thinking it's gonna be more like Rico case, just like YSL, them people. Um, what I find interesting is that I would think that if anything, he's gonna have to plead guilty and take a plea deal. He's gonna have to take a plea deal
Why? This man. Do you
because
know? Do you know we talking about Sean Puffy Combs? The
yeah,
type of money he got.
but keep in mind a couple things. Um, the New York district that he was like found like these charges and stuff like that. Apparently, they have a very high, um, like um, winning rate or whatever. Most people at that point take a lot of plea deals because at that point they got you. These are not people in situations that they don't have, because keep in mind they got videos.
Hmm.
Apparently, allegedly, they got videos of some of this stuff, like forced the freak offs and all this stuff and the coercion. Apparently, they got videos and everything, and they got a lot. The lawsuit with the guy, I can't think of his name, and then Don lawsuit. Imagine having to get all of those people to have to come to court and say what they saw, what they experienced. No,
Look,
I don't think that's going to work out.
the only thing that I'm afraid of is that this whole situation is gonna give freak offs a bad name because I don't think that uh just because he abused these types of parties that everyone should be given a stigma or have a bad name if they decide that they want to participate and or host a freak off. Y'all can DM me for that. Okay.
And also, apparently, some of the people that I think Bad Boy is under Atlantic, and apparently several of those executives have stepped down already. So that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of this stuff is kind of telling. So that's why I'm thinking to myself that like
They was at the freak offs.
I don't think he's gonna, because okay, you take for instance Meek Mills that was allegedly taking part of these activities with with Diddy. You really think he gonna get on the court? It's gonna be YSL Woody again, or
You know,
whatever
but
his name is.
I don't know what my he's so funny. I'm sorry. This need to be a reality show. Like I don't
Well,
this is this
he be on 20 verses or whatever. Like he does a lot of. I be seeing a lot of clips of him. I
I
think
know,
this is
did you
his
see him jack up
personality.
Shamar?
But I think this
Oh
is really his personality.
yeah. They was definitely he definitely is. They was somewhere on a photo shoot or something, man. He jacked up something like
It was
picked
probably
him
on the
up.
20 verses because he's been on there a lot. It's probably 20 verses.
I don't know what that is.
Like 20 verses where the balloon pop.
That's where
The
that's
balloon
from.
pop.
Okay, I
Yeah.
didn't know what that's from. I just been seeing that on Facebook. Like,
Oh,
is that not a good thing when they pop the balloon?
no, that means they don't want the person.
Oh, well,
Yeah, that means they don't want the person at all. So,
pop your own motherfucking balloon, shit. Don't pop mine.
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, and so the people are speculating that there's a lot of people of great names that are involved in this situation.
Oh
That's why
yeah,
I'm saying that I don't
he the
think
Black Epstein, baby.
I feel like he's going to have to I don't know if like based on how quickly he shut down the lawsuit with um Cassie, I feel like in this is because seriously, let's go back. Like, think about it. Like, They got videos. I still
Mm-hmm.
don't understand the whole baby oil situation, but
Yeah, you do. Oh, you may not.
no, because I don't own baby oil.
Bless your heart, Rusty. Go ahead.
Seems like it'll catch you on fire or something. I don't know.
Why would it? 'Cause you
I
know
don't
what,
know. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I just don't have baby oil.
Mama?
But
I know
oh,
you
but
didn't
I
let her
did
walk
hear
around
but
rusty
I
as a
did
child. What
no,
did you put
we
on her?
had grease. We had grease.
What kind of grease?
Like Vaseline.
Oh, okay,
But I think somebody did mention that there's some baby oil gel, so maybe I'll try some baby oil gel. But I'm just saying, I don't be ashy. Well, I don't.
rusty.
If
Yes,
I
you gotta
if
be.
if I moisturize myself, I'm not ashy. If I don't
I thought
moisturize
you was gonna
myself,
say
I'm not
bacon
ashy.
grease. I was gonna say no,
No,
mama, no.
But I just don't. I just don't think that he's gonna. I don't know. I just don't think this is going to trial. Just my take on it. I just don't think it's going to trial. And I seriously like.
They not finna let Diddy. They wouldn't let anybody else. They're not finna let Diddy plea out of this. Everybody own Diddy because they mad about that Cassie video. He finna go down for this. I promise you that.
But I. That's what I'm saying. But I don't think
Trial by media.
I think the trial would be way more damaging to a lot of people. I think the trial will be
Unless they
way
up
more
some money
damaging to
too,
a lot of people.
he ain't finna.
Like, like, well, we'll put money on your books, baby.
But they're
Like,
not looking for nobody else. They're looking for him. So it
yeah, but
ain't.
what I'm saying is that, like, but collateral damage, there's gonna be people that's gonna get touched by that didn't think that
Shouldn't
they
have been
would.
at the freak offs. We already
Like,
know TD
it's
Jakes
really
was there.
well.
TD.
Allegedly he was at some of these. That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of names, and people are not gonna want to be associated with it. It's
What you
people
said? They shouldn't have done it.
they go yeah, of course. But I'm just saying, like, I think it's gonna be collateral damage, and they gonna like he's not gonna it's not gonna go to trial. The likelihood of this going to trial, in my opinion, is going to be slim to none. What do
Bet a
you
hundred
think of
thousand on it. Bet a hundred
girl? I
thousand
ain't
on
got
it.
100,000 to bet on it.
Well, you
But what do you
confident
think?
in your answer? Bet 100,000 on it.
I don't have it. Like, why would I bet something that I don't have?
Cause you just said you was confident in
But
your
that don't.
answer.
Why would I bet something that I don't have?
Well, you ain't
So if you
confident then.
lose, you got $100,000 to take
Yep.
me. Okay
Yep.
then. Okay.
Then bet it then.
I'm not betting it because I don't
Right.
have
That
it.
exact. Go ahead and fit. Say what you was gonna say. With your drinking water, self. Go ahead. I had my
So,
Stanley Cup. I almost choked on it with that big straw. But anyway,
so what do you think about Don lawsuit and the fact that that lawsuit has not like it's been going on for a couple of days and hasn't been settled like in
don't be trying to
between Cassie
ride Cassie
and
coattails. You should have done that a long time ago. I don't care. But yeah, if she was damaged and distraught, I get it. Go ahead, fire your money. But you should have been doing that a long time ago. Oh yeah, everybody finna start coming out now. Diddy ain't gonna have no money. he is gonna be the Black Epstein, and I'm telling you right now, he did not kill himself in jail.
Well, the thing about it is that she's not the like there was like I said there was a guy that sued had a lawsuit against him. Um, I don't know if she included the like record company and stuff like that that Cassie did. What I also find very interesting, and I don't recall, not saying that she didn't or did or whatever, but I do not recall her either after the Cassie lawsuit or either after the video. I don't recall her making any kind of public statements.
Mm-mm. The only
As
person been
in,
talking was Aubrey.
but no, but even I think even Mary J. Blige, I believe, made some kind of comment as well about like, praying for Cassie or something along that nature. And I just do not remember her doing that. Not saying that she had to, but I'm just saying like, mm,
Cause Cassie was the catalyst. She used it as that. Like, look, all right, now I'm finna get mine. And I don't blame her, cause shit, what else would you do?
and I want to say that in um in Dawn lawsuit, I want to say that I don't I don't want to make it. I don't want to say. Never mind, because I don't. Like I said, I didn't read the whole thing about Dawn thing, but I don't. Like I said, I just don't remember her making any statements in support or whatever. And I can't remember. This is what I don't remember. I don't remember if she also went to him. I feel like she did to try to get a like a settlement or something like that, and it didn't work out, and that's why she sued. But I think, but that was the same situation kind of with Cassie as well. Apparently, Cassie has reached out because people be telling you to send like a demand letter type situation
Hmm.
before you sue people, and to demand what you have to say. And some people like, oh my goodness, that's considered blackmail. No,
Well,
it's
good
just a
luck,
step.
Don.
It's just a step. I don't like. I don't know if he has any money left like that. I,
Shit, girl, bye.
no, like think about it this way. So
Sean Combs.
he is not attached to a lot of these things that he was attached to. So some of these things that he was making money from, they have
Mm.
basically kind of disassociated him with those particular brands and stuff like that. So that's what I'm
But
seeing
that's
right
money
now.
he was
And
gonna make. He already
and
got money he made now.
but also keep in mind that he's probably not bringing in any additional money, and with all the people that he has around him, that's going to eat him up. Plus, now he has to pay for all these attorneys. And
Well,
let
he
me tell
just
you
sold
something
that
about these
house.
attorneys. These attorneys ain't free,
He just
and they
sold that
ain't
house
cheap.
that got raided. So
Oh, okay. The one in Los Angeles, it was Los Angeles, right? Or
yeah,
somewhere in
he
California.
just he just sold that house. I saw that the other day. So whatever he got from that, he using to pay his debts. Cause he damn sure the lawyers ain't finna be free, and they been on retainer for a minute now.
Oh,
I'm sure, cause hell, he he been in trouble for a while. Most all
yeah,
of 24
yeah. Because I think the Cassie situation was last year.
was it?
The end of, I feel like it was in the last year. That's why I'm gonna, yeah, I
Nah, I
feel like
think
it
the
was last
lawsuit
year.
was this year in March. I think.
Let me see. I feel like it was a November situation. Cassie. Okay, it wasn't. It was in. It was this year. I don't know why I thought it was like um at the end of last year. I thought it was like November or December, but apparently it wasn't.
I be trying to tell you. I be trying. Yeah, she hard headed. Man, I know you had it rough for her. I know it. Just hard headed.
Whatever. Um. But yeah, so do you think she's gonna win her case? Like, do you think she's gonna try to settle, or because everything that she has going on right now is gonna be kind of like he has going on right now, you think that like that's gonna be his one of the last things that he's potentially gonna be thinking about?
That entire statement right there. That's probably gonna be one of the last things he gonna be thinking about. But she'll probably eventually get some kind of settlement. I don't think it'll go to nobody's trial because I mean she's, not substantial enough for that. You know what I'm saying? So ain't nobody gonna
Like her allegations or her as a person? Like I'm confused.
both.
Oh, okay. Why is she not substantial as a person?
Cause I said it. I don't have to have a reason.
Okay, well, that's interesting.
You asked me what I thought. I told you now. How about that?
I'm just saying that's interesting.
Yep, I am very.
Clearly, clearly. So, any
Mhm.
other thoughts about that particular?
Nope.
Okay. So, for episode number 74, what has a TV show, book, or movie taught me? I watched on Lifetime The Face I Can't Forget. And this is about a lady that had amnesia, well, had a wreck, ended up having amnesia, didn't know that like anything about her husband, child, like nothing. And there's a lot of Lifetime movies that people have amnesia and then like they wake up to a person, and 9 times out of 10, according to Lifetime movies, the person that is coming to see them are trying to do harm to them. It just is what it is. So it made me like I it made me want to look up exactly how common is amnesia. Because again, I know that sometimes Lifetime movies are based on true stories, sometimes they're not. Just entertainment. But I was curious to figure out like, is amnesia really common? Because in all my years of living, I've never heard of anybody having amnesia. Not saying that it happen, but I just never have heard of it.
It's
Like,
rare, but it can. I'm pretty sure it can happen.
yeah, and they said that it's complete, like apparently, and I also didn't know this. Apparently there are several levels of amnesia.
Ooh,
Did
levels
not
to
have a
that
clue.
shit.
Yeah,
Thanks
did
to the late Phineas Gage, we know a lot about the brain and things that happen to it, and how two things can literally happen at once in the brain. So amnesia is probably not very common at all, but it can happen, I'm sure. And
well,
then
okay,
for
I'm
it
sorry.
to heal itself, it's usually from like contusions. Like, a bruise happens um and then you it swells, and then it has a different function, a different output. So yeah, I think it can happen.
So apparently it's like at least three types of amnesia: transit global, dissociative, and post-traumatic amnesia. Um, Apparently transit global happens, looks like this one occurs more frequently than the rest of them, but the regular rate is anywhere between zero point 0.2 to 7.3. And also how they depict amnesia as like people not knowing their name and stuff like that. Apparently, some of the amnesias goes away within 24 hours, and a lot of the amnesia is a result of like injuries and stuff like that, and diseases. They can be a result of disease as well. So disease and injury is like, I guess, more the most common ones or whatever. Um, but I thought that was very interesting that people really don't forget their name and who like they're married to. They just have a slight memory loss, and like apparently the amnesia, or I guess this specific one that I was looking at, it goes away within 24 hours.
That's good because
While all these Lifetime movies, like these people have amnesia for dang near a year.
I don't know what you call it. I went somewhere and got drunk and forgot I did something. And I still ain't remembered it. Everybody else told me about it, but I still can't remember it. So I think I might have had a touch of transglobal amnesia.
Well, it says trans global. It affects about 5 to 10 people per 100,000 each year,
I've been 5 to 10 people before.
and then 23 to 32 people per 100,000 if you're over the age of 50.
I'm not
So,
yet. I'm still under the age of 50, thank God.
so that's what I said. Like, I think this is like I said, I just never understood, and I guess technically, obviously, Alzheimer's results in someone having amnesia and stuff like that. Um, that's one of the biggest. I guess that's one of the biggest causes or major causes of actually people having amnesia. So, like I said, I thought that was very interesting because, like I said, all the Lifetime movies they don't recall anything. They have amnesia for months, and I just was like, I've never heard. Like, I just wanted to know exactly how common it is, and like, do you really go through long periods of time, not knowing anything? But apparently,
24 hours. That's
yep,
it.
24 hours.
Interesting.
Yep. About a good 24 hours is what I saw. And like I said, that could have been one of the types of amnesia because, like I said, apparently it's several types. But yeah, that's what I thought was interesting, that amnesia really is rare. So I don't know why there's so many Lifetime movies about somebody having amnesia and they really don't forget like their names and stuff like that.
What else would a Lifetime movie be about?
Whatever. They're based on true stories. Most of them are based on true stories.
This is where good actors go to die. Their careers.
I don't think
Excuse
that.
me. I do.
Whatever.
Yep.
But anyway, this is episode number 74. I'm your girl Spicy K,
Happy girl TK. Peace out. Let's
and
go.
we're the ops, and we are telling it all.
Night night.
What is this thing? What is this?
Beat. Got nothing to say, y'all. I don't know. I'm tired. I'm tired of being on the 9 to 5. Mm, mm, mm. I gotta get my drinks popping so I can quit that shit. I'm done. Drink my drinks. Get drunk. They really good. I can't explain. I wish I had a testimony to tell you about it. Cause I'm telling you, these folks be coming crying about it. My drinks be good. I'm tired. I ain't got nothing to say. I'm about to peace out. I gotta go. Cut, cut. Like they do at the comedy shows. Put the music. It's time to go. Go sleep. Sleep, bro. Night night. Peace.
We out of here.
I don't know how to cut this off today.